Hello, you guys are welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to talk about 5 ways you can get customers without spending a dime. Now remember, when it comes to marketing, remember you must never pay for anything paid marketing unless you exhaust the free option. That is the golden rule of marketing. So today let's talk about 5 ways you can get free customers without spending a dime. Now, number one, always start with education. For example, if you're a business owner or maybe you're planning to start, this is mostly for people who are still yet to start their business. If you are still yet to start, please always find a way to position your product or services in places that the customers will see it the most or even need it the most. For example, you go to malls, right? People come to there on a daily basis, every minute, every hour. That is part of the reason why most offices there are very, very expensive, because people are always passing there. So even if you don't do any form of marketing, customers will still come into you, knock on your door and say, I need this, I need that. Leverage on that if you've never started your business. But if you started, let's continue with the second option. Now the second option is always word of mouth. As a business owner, you need to learn how to talk. You need to learn how to be able to communicate the problem you are solving. Remember, I said the problem you're solving, don't shout, buy this, buy this. You need to learn how to communicate the problem you are solving, how you are solving it, and why you are solving it. So you could decide to meet random people at the road and say, hey, I make nice hairs. Hey, I'm a cleaner. I make this, I do this when I keep your house clean. Hey, I do this, I do that. Learn to always use the word of mouth at every given time. This might even force you to join groups. Maybe you network and meet around people and always be willing to sell out the business you do. Now, the third on the list is always to use search engines or even blogging or maybe blogging sites. For example, there are so many of you that have physical businesses that stay here to use Google Profile or even Google Business Manager. Some of you do not know that you can actually put your business on the Google Business Manager, and once people search your business through maps, they should be able to get to your business profile. For example, when I go to new locations, right, the first thing I usually do, if I need something, maybe I want to check a pharmacy or maybe I want to check a lab, I usually go to Google and say, okay, lab, and they will show me all the available locations very, very, very close. Now these are the places or ways you can get customers without even doing anything. Like most days you sit at home and somebody will call you and say, hello, are you so and so person? You'll be like, yeah. They say, okay, I need so and so services. That is very, very clean. So if you have a physical office today, please go to Google Map and register your business. At the moment, it only supports physical business, but if you don't have a physical office like me, the best thing you can do is always to leverage on blogging. Yes, you can go to sites like Pinterest, Koala, you answer questions. Most of your customers always go there. You can even go to Nairaland or even Facebook pages. Like there's some forums that talk about specific problem. You can go there and position yourself as a specialist. Don't go there and start shouting, buy my product, buy my product. You need to go there and start solving problem first, so people can see you as a specialist in that case. Okay, once people see you as a specialist, there's going to be trust, and when they trust you, people tend to buy more. All right, now the fourth on the list is through social media. Social media is the game changer. When I talk about social media, I don't mean you randomly posting maybe random product and saying active. Stop that. You're not a Yahoo boy. You are not a Yahoo boy. When I talk about social media, I don't necessarily mean about WhatsApp. WhatsApp is very, very good, but the only problem with WhatsApp is that it's limited to only people you have in your content. Now you need to take your product or your service to places that where you can apply the almighty many people theory. That is where you can talk to many people at the same time without any limitation. For example, a post you made on Facebook can actually be seen from somebody in USA, from somebody in Canada. Yes, you talk at the same people at the same time. At the same time, you can use Facebook, you can use TikTok, you can use LinkedIn, you can use even there are so many of them, even Twitter. Yes. Now, if you want to start using social media, you need to also learn how to create business profiles, like business pages, so that you don't mix everything together. Have your own personal profile and have your own business profile, so that everything in your business profile will have to be about your business. Please do not mix the boats. Okay, if you're in Facebook, you want to use Facebook, create a Facebook page, name it the name of your business, put pictures, make videos, talk about your product, snap pictures. Nobody is willing to buy from faceless pages this 2026. You have to show your face so that people can trust you, right? TikTok is the same thing. Twitter is the same thing. LinkedIn is the same thing. There are so many of them. So at the moment, leverage on social media so you can gain more customers without even paying a dime. The last time I checked, Facebook doesn't charge, TikTok doesn't charge, WhatsApp doesn't charge, which one, LinkedIn doesn't charge, but your customers are there talking. So learn to hang out where your customers hang out the most. That is the only way you get free customers. And the number 5 on the list is through direct outreach. Now this is more like the social part of word of mouth. Now word of mouth has to do with you meeting people direct, like if you make physical people, but this direct outreach has to do with you sending cold DMs, sending cold emails. Like you can go to Instagram and meet so and so celebrity or so and so person and say, hey, I own so and so cleaning services, please, if you need my services, this is how we do it, this is our rates, we do this, we do this, we do this. Maybe in a day you might decide to do like 10, 20. If you want to use social media, if you want to use email, you can just collect random emails or even buy email lists. Now this is one of the most difficult part of free marketing, right? This one I'm talking about, this direct outreach, it's very, very difficult, but sometimes it does pay. Now I've mentioned all these things and I will have to mention something again. Patience should always be your number one key. You don't expect maybe once you make one random post and you expect people to start saying, okay, hello, I'm so and so person, I want to buy. No. Although I've seen in some cases whereby it was done like, but patience should always be your key. You have to give yourself like, okay, this thing I'm doing now, I am expecting results in about 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years. As a matter of fact, we at Monday want to stop payment on delivery. That is why we're started shooting content that revolves around showing our faces, and our plan is actually slated for 3 years. That is from this 2026 to around 2029. So you can imagine how long it's going to be. So always use your patience, wear it as a clothes. Now that will be all for now. Maybe on the next lecture I can tell you how to use paid marketing to get customers faster. And if you stay with me and if you enjoy content like this, just click on the subscribe button, like, share, or even follow so we can get more content like this. Bye bye.